My Hero Academia made anime mainstream, and I refuse to let y'all revise history like it didn't. What? My Hero didn't do nothing like this. The worst anime hot takes of all time by Olama-sama.
Oh wow, it's been such a long time. I think it's finally time for another hot takes video. Let's see what we got.
Naruto's not no.
Hold on. Splash, what's your anime hot take? Ichigo is a fraud.
Naruto's not no damn revolutionary.
I am now thoroughly convinced he's not a good writer.
Run up on top of the fire. Draco hit a nigga eye. You know what I'm saying? Hit your ass not, slap your ass not, hit your ass Super Saiyan.
We are back with some more hot takes. The concept is pretty self-explanatory, so we are diving right into them. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and get ready to drop your IQ by a couple points. Because some of these takes should get these people investigated. I'm thoroughly convinced there's a
I've never heard of it. Heard of the takes yet, but facts.
And it'll only get worse from here. And of course, let's not send any hate to these creators, because we don't move like that around here.
If Krillin was on Earth, would he have stopped Omniman?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think so.
If Krillin was on Earth, would he have stopped Omniman?
No, I don't.
Bro, no cap. I watched the first 2 episodes of Invincible and haven't watched the 3rd because I just been so busy. So I don't even have a take to this, but you know, Krillin's bald, so Krillin might win.
I don't believe so.
Krillin might stop Omniman because he's bald. Don't think because Krillin's around Goku and Piccolo and them that he's not tough. That nigga Krillin's a dog, bro. Out of all the humans in the Earth and the Dragon Ball verse, Krillin is like top 3, up there with Master Roshi and Tien. So like, I'm taking Krillin over Yamcha. So.
Pause right there. What does being savage even mean in this fight? We already glazing Viltrum.
I mean, it's like, yo, the Viltrumite drip is tough. The Viltrumite drip is tough, bro. The little hoodie, nigga look like Dr. Doom.
And we're barely 20 seconds into the take. These Viltrumites could be wild animals with rabies. It doesn't matter. At this point in the Dragon Ball franchise, any participant in the Tournament of Power for Universe 7 can destroy the planet thousands of times over. And I'm very familiar with your game, Omni-Man, so you can't fool me. A lot of these Invincible fans will point to the time Omni-Man destroyed, and I want to emphasize the air quotes around destroyed, a planet in Season 1. First off, he ain't destroyed the entire planet. He just murked everyone there. There's a difference. If all humans got wiped out.
That is a difference. Taking out everybody on the planet and taking out the planet itself down to the core is very, 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 very different.
Earth was still present. I couldn't say Earth was destroyed. Also, this man grew a full beard by the time it was over, so it must have taken him a minute for him to actually do it relative to flaxing time. If that means he destroyed the planet, then I don't even know what we're doing here anymore.
You don't think Krillin beat Omni-Man?
I don't think Krillin beat Omni-Man. Like he gonna palm Krillin's head and just, you know.
He gonna palm Krillin's head. So we're going after the baldy now. That's how we're feeling. Damn, gosh. That's a Baldagger.
This man is giving my guy Krillin is insane. Hey man, I understand that Krillin was getting the brakes beaten off of him a lot in DBZ, but that doesn't change the fact that he was getting stronger throughout the series. In case you don't know what power creep is, allow me to give you a little lesson. As the series progresses and main characters get stronger, some villains or past characters eventually fall behind in strength. So even though we know during the Namek Saga, Frieza was way stronger than Krillin, if Tournament of Power Krillin were to enter into the Namek Saga, he'd be the strongest character easily. That's
really? Chat, is that true? Like logically that doesn't make sense. Not him being stronger than like in the Namek song, because like I don't remember, but like, you know, like the logic of the power creep does make sense.
Just how crazy Dragon Ball power creep can get. Also, Krillin is probably just a better fighter than Omni-Man due to his martial arts background.
I still think he would make an example out of the Invincible universe.
As in,
he beat the shit out of Omni-Man in my mind.
Whoa.
This man impound knows ball. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this superpowered J. Jonah Jameson couldn't even catch an elderly man pressing a button. He's not touching Krillin. One destructo disc. Bro, who am I kidding? One punch and Krillin accidentally wipes Omni-Man off the face of the earth. Next take.
Naruto's not no damn revolutionary. The ruling body said we're gonna kill your brother, and Naruto's response was to beg for his life.
Facts. Facts. I agree with bro.
You know, some people always say that opinions can't be wrong, but whoever said that is dumb as bricks. We should all learn that people are entitled to their own opinion, but that opinion can be wrong. Very wrong. Now, the entire video's purpose was to compare the big three's MCs and talk about who's the best written between them. I'm not gonna get into that because that's purely subjective, and he had good points in the fact that there's no reason to really compare them because they all have such different roles in their respective.
That is true, because Naruto's whole goal is to be respected and to be infinitely glazed. Luffy's whole goal is to be the most free person that he can possibly be. He doesn't want to bow to nobody. He doesn't want to like follow nobody. He just wants to be free. Ichigo's goal is to protect his friends. So like all their goals are so very different. Like yeah, they're all the main character. They're all like get strong, all that. But like what they want to do is so different.
World. I wanted to key in on a specific point he made. Naruto is not a revolutionary, which is a new take I've never seen before. Do we know what a revolutionary even is? A revolutionary is a person who works for or engages in political revolution. I know.
Wait. That's just one definition though. He skipped over the involving or causing a complete or dramatic change. What dramatic change did he really cause? I mean, if we're gonna talk about like after he became Hokage and how he changed the world and made it peaceful, then like yeah. But in Shippuden, in regular Naruto though, that nigga's not a revolutionary.
I know a lot of people just can't comprehend this, but Naruto's goal is to stop the cycle of hatred in the shinobi world. It's not about hard work beating.
That is true. That is his goal. Actually, I don't know if that's his goal, but that's more like what ended up being thrust upon him because he's like the child of prophecy.
The cycle of hate.
But like that wasn't what Naruto set out to do. He set out to be respected and to become the Hokage. But because he's like he's that nigga by divination, he has to stop the cycle of hatred by what he does. But I don't know if that's like what he set out to do. But I mean, I guess that's like partially like what he was written for. So
hatred in the shinobi world. It's not about hard work beating talent or whatever people try to push. This was the main message of Naruto since the first arc. Y'all thought Naruto was just yapping about it being messed up for ninjas to be used as tools? No, this man dead wanted to change that and all of the other messed up things in the shinobi world. And he does this by becoming Hokage. Some can say that he failed as Hokage, but I just say that you're flat out wrong if you believe that. The villagers in the world have seen a lot more improvement as a result of Naruto helping bring political change across the villages. There's no more tension between the Kages anymore. Kids don't have to become shinobi for the villages.
That's true. If we're talking about like what he did in Boruto, then yeah, he was a revolutionary. Madara stopped the cycle of hatred by hating.
Just to fight in wars, but because he begged for Sasuke's life, he can't be a revolutionary. This one moment nullifies all of the change and revolution Naruto brought as Hokage. Come on, bruh. Just because someone isn't straight up declaring war on the world government doesn't mean that they are not revolutionists or trying to fight for change. One can oppose the system that's in place in different ways.
A controversial debate within the anime community is if Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, is even a good writer. I am now thoroughly convinced he's not a good writer.
Oh wow, another bad Naruto take.
But let's really look at that word, bad, B-A-D. It rhymes with other words like mad, ad, had, dad, pad, etc. I think it's also interesting that all these words also have 3 letters in each of them. You know what else has 3 of something? A triangle, which has 3 sides. There are also 3 different types of triangles: scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. Triangles also make up something called a 5-cell, a 4th dimensional triangle. Have you noticed what I'm doing yet? I'm doing the same thing that the guy in this video is doing. I'm yapping. That's all some of these content creators be doing. I don't know.
Well, almost someone got it, bro.
I don't know why, but there are always people who get so invested into something that they believe they have enough credibility to distinguish what's good and bad. This man said it was a debate to wonder if Kishimoto was a good writer. Give me a break. You can see this with various amounts of things: sports, media, education, etc., where you see plenty of people calling a professional bad at their respective craft. You are allowed to criticize certain aspects.
That is very fair. That is very fair. The amount of people who think they know better than someone like Russell Westbrook, who has dedicated their entire life to basketball, and the person who thinks they're better is someone who's never touched any sport competitively a day in their life, but for some reason they think they know more than Russell Westbrook. That is so insane. It's so insane. Like they can't even jump 5 inches off the ground, but for some reason you think you know basketball better than Russell Westbrook. What the hell is going on?
To someone's craft, but to say they are outright bad at what they do is beyond stupid. You can't write a series that millions know and love and say that the writer is bad. If the writing was so butt cheeks, it wouldn't get that popular or be a part of Shonen Jump. Everyone will be able to see it from a mile away. Naruto is one of the most iconic anime in the world, but since some of y'all took a literary class in high school, you think you can call all of the writing bad. The actual reasoning for this guy calling it bad is also extremely stupid. The first thing he talks about is specific moments in the story that make him question Kishimoto's abilities. And let me tell you, if certain moments in the story that can be seen as questionable writing is the sole reason why someone is a bad writer, then we can apply similar logic to other things. Anytime Stephen Curry misses a 3, we can diminish his status as the best shooter and call him a bad one. If
I'm not gonna lie, Olama-sama is very good at debating. That nigga be right. I'm not gonna lie.
He has a couple videos that don't get 100 million views, we can call him a bad YouTuber. I think you see the point that I'm getting at. These guys guys wouldn't be at the top of their respective crafts if they weren't good at it. Another reason he talked about is that the editor suggested Kishimoto some ideas, the main one being Sasuke. So because the editor did their job, we are now
because the editor did their job.
Editors always help their mangaka. It's their job. If they weren't helping them, why would they be there? Also, are we now saying that the editor wrote all of those parts in Naruto with Sasuke? No! Kishimoto still had to be the one writing it. Bro, some of y'all really don't know how writing works. The guy in the video is using a flawed perspective to look at it all. We know that a lot of Shippuden is Naruto trying to save Sasuke, but it's not like...
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times when it comes to takes on the internet, a lot of it is rage bait. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if someone's saying something and it just sounds so very stupid and you can nullify their take really quick, it's cause they're rage baiting.
These ideas were fully fleshed out from chapter 3. The editor didn't know how big of a role Sasuke will play in the series. None of them did. There are a lot of moving parts in creating a full-fledged story where new ideas are created or original ideas are scrapped as the series progresses. So it's BS to say that the editor was working overtime and saved Kishimoto. Next take, you need to tell them to subscribe. Oh yeah, subscribe if you're new and you're enjoying the video. On to the next take, which is, oh my gosh, it's from a TikTok live again. I've seen this list going around a lot and it's pretty mid to say the least. Yet I've seen multiple creators try to defend it. From what I can gather, this list is basically talking about characters who are considered hardworking and those who are simply gifted. If we're all being completely honest, a lot of these characters are probably some mix of both to an extent. So the list should actually be more like a spectrum. But ignoring that idea, some of these classifications are just dumb. Why is Gojo in hardworking when he's at...
No, that's actually crazy. Gojo's in hardworking? Nigga, what? The way I see these lists is mainly one side's hardworking, mainly one side's gifted. That's the way I always see these lists, because like no matter what, everybody here worked hard except Gojo. Everybody here worked hard, you know what I'm saying? So like Goku worked hard, but he's also gifted. You know what I'm saying? It's always a balance, but it's always like who's more than the other. Like he's like a mixture of both. Like I feel like he's equally both, because Luffy worked hard, but his granddad's garb and his father's dragon. If we're gonna talk about genes, he has the genes and he works hard, and you know what I'm saying? Naruto's mainly gifted. He walks around with a whole chakra nuke inside his body. That nigga Naruto's gifted. I feel like Tanjiro's hardworking, no? Is he gifted? Like he is gifted, but like I feel like he's more hardworking though. Deku, like I don't even know what to say, cause like he didn't have a quirk, but he got gifted a quirk. But like he had to work hard with this. Like you see what I mean? Like these are so hard because you have to really do both. But I feel like Deku was slightly more gifted than hard work, but because he got gifted the quirk. But then again, he only got gifted that quirk because of how he was. So like Deku's a weird case. Isagi, Bestie Boy. Isagi is, I say he's hardworking. I think I said everybody. Boruto, I don't watch Boruto. That's Asta right there. Asta. They have Asta and Gifted. Yeah, that's your ass. They have Asta and Gifted? What the fuck? Yeah, bro, this list is just horrible, bro.
Hardworking when he's admitted that most of Jujutsu sword.
That man had to do 600 push-ups every single day to even stand somewhat of a chance with niggas with magic. But he's in Gifted? The whole show is literally about Asta not being gifted. That's literally what the show's about. It's about him not being gifted, but still being good anyway. Like, that's OD, bro.
It's just raw.
That's OD.
Sure, Gojo trained is limitless, but he was already born broken. Curse users were shivering their timbers when they saw Gojo walking in the street. Throughout most of Hidden Inventory, he was portrayed to be the prodigy who was just really strong.
Gojo might be the only character who's 100% gifted. He's more rare than the Avatar. He's greater than the Avatar of like Avatar The Last Airbender. Like that's the universe. He's that but more.
When they saw Gojo,
there's not a single character in all of anime who's 100% gifted except Gojo. That's just
walking in the
crazy.
street. Throughout most of Hidden Inventory, he was portrayed to be the prodigy who was just really strong without having to train like someone getting ready for badminton. So I'd personally say that this man is more gifted than hardworking. Another one who I think is wrong is Goku. I'm not gonna say that Goku is the definition of hard work, but he's pretty dang close to it. A lot of people just forget that Saiyans are not super strong off the bat. They have to train to get a lot stronger. I feel like there's this warped perception on the progression of Saiyans in the series.
Yeah, Saiyans aren't necessarily like gifted fighters. They just have limitless potential. Like they have no cap. Like it sometimes takes a lot of time for them to get over a hump, but they can get over the hump.
And that they get super strong super quickly. That's something Frieza's race does when Frieza does like 3 push-ups and unlocks a new form on par with Super Saiyan Blue. These two are like anomalies compared.
Bro, the Frieza race is OD, bro. Frieza never trained and she was boxing with Goku on Namek as an equal. That's so insane, bro. If Frieza wasn't a lazy fuck, bro, imagine how strong. Imagine Frieza with Goku's work ethic. That man would be so insane.
To to the average Saiyan on planet Vegeta. They've just been fortunate enough to train with gods and have a bunch of resources to help their progress. Goku and Vegeta ain't get all this power overnight. All of these forms they're unlocking and mastering still require a good amount of training to even attain. Also, I know Goku as a kid was more of a prodigy, but as the series progressed, I feel like the hard work aspect kind of overtook that idea. But for a quick second, I wanted to return to the topic of TikTok lives and just any type of conversation in general. If you ever see these prove me wrong type of lives, I'd recommend that you just don't join them. You will not be on equal grounds when you try to make points. What I mean by that is that they have all the power and will definitely have some disingenuous arguments and then boot you afterwards.
Okay, so did he train to perfect Limitless?
He did train to perfect Limitless, but did he not from like...
Thank you.
He didn't even let him talk. He just said that get kicked him. Yo, that's actually so insane. What the hell? Bro, that's actually mad funny.
So did he train to perfect Limitless?
Just kicked him.
He did train to perfect Limitless, but did he not from like... Did he not? He did
Limitless?
Yo, that's actually mad funny.
He did train to perfect Limitless, but did he not from like...
You said no?
Thank you. You definitely trained to perfect Limitless.
Hey man, I won't lie, it's low-key funny to spectate if you turn off your brain a bit. It's clearly some sort of engagement method, so they got it. I just say if you genuinely want to talk about the topic,
I'm rewinding. That's actually mad funny, bro. That's actually mad funny. That's actually mad funny, bro. That man said, did Gojo train to perfect Limitless? I mean, he did train to perfect Woo that nigga. That's mad funny.
Hey man, I won't lie, it's low-key funny.
From like...
Thank you. You did Limitless?
He did train to perfect...
Okay, so did he train to perfect Limitless?
He did train to perfect Limitless, but did he not from...
Thank you. You definitely trained to perfect Limitless.
Hey man, I won't lie, it's low-key funny to spectate if you turn off your brain a bit. It's clearly some sort of engagement method, so they
Bro,
got it.
I don't know why that's mad funny, bro. It's just so funny.
Just say if you genuinely want to talk about the topic, go to neutral grounds where you can actually get out points. Next take.
I just feel like the top few speedsters in JJK can run with Naruto characters, bro.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna open the comments and y'all gonna think I'm a Naruto glazer, man. I promise I'm not. This was not done on purpose. I won't get on this guy's head again too much because it's just being ignorant. And there's nothing wrong with being ignorant. It just means that you don't know something. And there's nothing really wrong with that. JJK is the series that's popping off right now. So
There's something wrong with staying like that, but
I understand people thinking that the verse is stronger than it actually is. However, these guys are nowhere near the speed of other characters in different series. For example, in One Piece, a casual feat for them is dodging light beams, something that JJK characters could only dream of doing. The Toji running on water is cool and all, but it's nowhere near as fast as some of these Naruto characters. To give you perspective, apparently Haku was moving at light speed between these mirrors, and Kid Naruto and Sasuke were fighting him during the first arc. But in case that isn't believable, Kakashi was able to cut lightning from the sky with Chidori, and there are way more characters who are stronger and faster than this version of Kakashi. Basically, a bunch of Naruto characters are way faster than any JJK character. This image that was going around a while back about Toji versus the Sasuke retrieval arc was really just a setup for Toji. This man is getting bodied by one fang over fang along with 80% of the JJK verse. Next take.
My Hero Academia made anime mainstream and I refuse to let y'all revise history like it didn't. What? My Hero did what? My Hero didn't do none like this. Bro, niggas really get on Twitter and that's why it had 700 comments and 357 likes. Cause that shit was stupid. It has more reposts than it has likes. It has more comments than it has likes. That's such a horrid take. Bro, Dragon Ball brought anime over to the US and like made it popular, but it wasn't mainstream like it is now until like quarantine, bro. And that's because of a lot of factors. It's because of RDC, it's because of Demon Slayer and JJK, really Demon Slayer for real. And of course Naruto too. Like anime over time compounded on more people getting into anime, like when AOT dropped, when Naruto dropped, when Dragon Ball dropped, but it wasn't really mainstream till like 6 years ago.
Hey man, we're not even going crazy long on this one. Everyone laugh at this guy. But all jokes to the right, I think this take can be both bad and good depending on your definition of mainstream. Personally, I don't think anime was made mainstream by My Hero, mainly because it wasn't as niche as people may say. However, I will give My Hero props as it had about a 3-year stretch where it was scorching hot and was everywhere. I also feel like we saw the same type of popularity with other anime preceding My Hero with Demon Slayer and JJK.
Demon Slayer put in pain, bro. Didn't Demon Slayer drop right before COVID? Yeah. Demon Slayer put in that pain, boy. put in that pain, boy.
We helped usher in a new age of anime fans, and due to how easy each of them are to pick up, so many more people were able to pick up anime as
Talk to anybody who's watched anime recently, or anybody who watched anime at all. Almost all of them are gonna say they watched Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is tough, but Michael Jackson is a bum. See, like, you're giving Muzan too much credit by calling him Michael Jackson. Cause like, you know what I'm saying, Muzan's a bastard, Michael Jackson's a GOAT. We can't call a bum a GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
result. Also, I think a certain global pandemic and content creators caused a lot more people to pick up anime and perceive it as normal. So you can say that My Hero played a role in making anime mainstream to an extent, but let's not act like other anime and factors didn't have something to do with it.
I feel like RDC World, they made anime like bigger and like made it less lame. It was never lame. Less lame and like the black community. Like, I feel like overall in terms of global or at least nationwide popularity, I don't think like RDC played a part, but I don't think it played like a huge part, but they played a huge part in the black community for sure. For sure. Like, without RDC, bro, like anime probably would have still been looked at as lame. When they dropped these two bangers, when people take anime too far, part 2, that John changed the whole viewing of anime in like the black community. Like, people still today think it's like lame, but not nearly as much. Like, these niggas did a lot, bro. These niggas definitely did a lot. All the anime videos they made, because the thing about them, they had these NBA videos that went crazy. So all the niggas who watched basketball, played basketball, they saw these anime videos too, and they were like, okay, like these anime videos, I mean not anime, these NBA videos are good. Let me watch some of their anime videos. You watch some of their anime videos, you're like, oh shit, they funny, this shit kind of cool. And then you go and watch the actual anime so you can get the references. And then when you watch the actual anime and get the references, you become a fan. And that compounded, you know what I'm saying, word of mouth spread, like this anime is tough, this anime is tough. Now mad niggas are watching anime and now it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's their impacts, mainly in the black community though, but.
Part is new. It's gonna be a lightning round where I look at some of the hot takes that you guys commented down below the last hot takes video. So I'm gonna be reading off some and see how stupid or correct they really are. Off rip, we got some very foolish Demon Slayer takes. I'm noticing a lot of Demon Slayer fans are rising from the dead again since the anime released a new season and the Infinity Castle arc looks to be
nothing but fucking gas.
The first one is, one of my friends told me that Muzan solos Frieza because his hacks regen are supposedly better than Frieza's durability.
Bro, like what am I reading, bro? One death beam, that nigga Muzan's gone, bro. Frieza literally destroyed a whole entire planet with one finger and they think Muzan's beating him? What?
Since Frieza can't heal on his own. Well, first off, I was told that you surround yourself with people who are like you, and your friend seems to be insane, so I hope that's not an indication of you. We need to really stop with our Dragon Ball hot takes, because no one has watched or read the series. It's very clear. Frieza will dead blow up the planet if he has to, but he wouldn't even need to do that, because he'll just keep death beaming Muzan till he's nothing. Muzan can't even survive in the sun, so he might just get Yorichi PTSD when he sees a supernova. I'm not even going to talk about this Yorichi versus Goku take.
I got another friend who was genuinely convinced. Alright, he's trolling. He thinks Yorichi from Demon Slayer can beat Goku. That's such a troll, bro. That's not a serious thought. That's cap.
Yajirobe probably takes this guy's lunch money, to be honest. We got another take about Toji beating Maharaga because Toji has no cursed energy, so Maharaga shouldn't have anything to adapt to in theory. In case you ain't know, my king, 8-handled sword, Divergent Scylla, Divine General Maharaga will adapt to strong punches.
8-handled sword, the Divergent Scylla, Divine General Maharaga. Why is his name so long? 8-handled sword, Divergent Scylla, Divine General Maharaga.
In theory, in case you ain't know, my king, 8-handled sword, Divergent Scylla, Divine General Maharaga will adapt to strong punches and kicks. Maharaga can adapt to any and all phenomena, so that means he'll eventually adapt to the speed and strength of his opponent. I don't know if Toji got anything that can straight up one-shot Maharaga, so in my opinion, Megumi's trap card will win this one. Another take I saw was related to Luffy being just a brawler and not having any skill whatsoever. I think this take derives—
What? Luffy takes no skill? That nigga came up with Gear 2 off of seeing niggas do this one time, bro. He saw that, bro. He blood doped himself and it made himself stronger. All his little moves he does when he not transform, but like he extends his arms and like he does certain things. That's mad creative, and they all fit his fighting style and they all help him win. How does he not have any skill? Like, nigga, what, bro? Just because he ate and taijutsu, just because Luffy isn't doing this, just because he's not doing that does not mean he has no skill. Nigga, what?
and not having any skill whatsoever. I think this take derives from people seeing a bunch of other shonen MCs learning every single fighting style under the sun and perceiving that as the only way to have skill. Luffy has a lot of skill, it just looks different. I've talked about this in other videos, but Luffy's fruit is not easy to control, and it took a while for Luffy to master it. So as far as I'm concerned, Luffy perfectly controlling
Took man 10 years to master his fruit, bro. In like the way where he can use it in a fight and be effective.
gun pistol is a good amount of skill in my book. Sure, he may not be doing all these grappling techniques or fighting styles, but calling him just a brawler is just being dishonest. And finally, what the? Sanji slander? Yeah, we good off of that. Mineta's only character trait for like 3 seasons was him being a perv. Although Sanji can be weird at times.
Bro, like what is Sanji doing, bro? Hands up like these. Oh my gosh. I love women as much as the next dude, but nigga, what are we really doing, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, Mud. Come on, Kush.
Oh my gosh, bro.
This nigga's barking.
Oh no, that he does.
This nigga's barking, bro. Are we serious?
Respect women with chivalry, and he has a bunch of other things to his character, unlike Mineta, like his passion for cooking. Wherever this take originated from, please don't compare this fodder bum to someone with actual character. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, man, and hope you didn't lose too many brain cells. I don't know if the
Mom.
as bad as
Bro,
the last
moving
video,
funny,
but
bro.
let's be honest, that isn't saying too much. The bar for that is just so low. With that being said, have a great day, and peace out.
That was the worst anime hot takes of all time 3 by Olama Sama. Good video, my boy.